Yes, Mark Antony's speech is written by William Shakespeare. And I hope most of us know about Shakespeare, right? We know Shakespeare is also called as Dash. What is he called as?
Ma'am, the
What,
Bard
ma'am?
Bard
of
of Avon.
Avon.
Very good, very good. Yes, repeat once again.
I'm the Bard of
Bard of
Avon.
Avon.
Yes, all right. Now, we will see this particular prose that is, just a second. Okay, go ahead. Read the introduction.
Julius Caesar, 100 to 44 BCE, a Roman general and statesman, returns to Rome and defeating Pompey, once a political ally who had challenged his leadership. While most Roman citizens celebrated Caesar's victory, some senators fear his growing ambition and that he may overturn the Senate, a council of aristocrats which ruled over the Roman Republic.
Yes. Raj, continue.
Yes, ma'am. Some of these senators conspired to kill Julius Caesar to prevent him setting himself as emperor and a dictator. Among them is Brutus, one of Julius Caesar's closest companions. Julius Caesar is killed in the Senate, stabbed in the chest by each of the conspirators. Soon after, Antony, Caesar's close friend, appears on the scene and is distraught to find Caesar's dead body lying in a pool of blood. Though he pretends to pledge allegiance to Brutus, he swears to avenge Caesar's brutal murder. Before Caesar's funeral, Brutus addresses the Roman citizens and explains the reasons for the assassination. He declares that though he loved Caesar, he loved Rome more, and Caesar's ambition posed a danger to Roman liberty. His speech placates the crowd. Antony, who has previously saw Brutus's permission to speak at Caesar's funeral, now appears with Caesar's body and begins his famous oration.
Okay, so now, 1 minute. So now, who will tell me, since this is Act 3, okay? So there's a brief description, a brief summary given to you about the situation. Who will tell me what happened here? What was the thing which happened over here?
Ma'am, Caesar was killed by Brutus, ma'am. Ma'am, not
Yes.
Ma'am, in the
Can
war.
you scroll up, please? Yes.
He was assassinated, I think.
Yes, ma'am.
Mhm.
And ma'am, he was stabbed, ma'am, and he was fallen in the pool of blood, ma'am.
He was stabbed in the back.
And ma'am, he did this for Rome. Like he said
Yes,
that though
for
he
the-
loves Caesar, but
for Rome.
Correct. He did it for the Roman emperor, right?
Yes.
Yes. And then what happened after this?
Ma'am, before Caesar's funeral, Brutus
Yes.
addresses the Roman citizens and explains the reason for the assignation.
Correct. Okay. And then he's explaining the reason for the assassination.
Yes.
All right. Next.
ma'am,
Then,
may I read?
yeah. No. Next, what happens after
Okay,
this?
next, what happened? Okay.
And he declares that though he loved Caesar, he loved the Rome
More.
ambition
Hmm.
and posed
Okay,
danger
okay.
to Roman liberty.
What was his ambition? What was his ambition?
And Caesar's.
Yes.
Caesar's
Yes.
ambition
Very
was-
good. Very good.
He
Got it?
Ma'am, we
Was
couldn't hear.
Fatima audible to you all? She was also
No,
giving
ma'am.
her-
No,
Okay,
ma'am.
no problem. Okay, yes, go ahead. Who was saying something?
Answer.
Yes.
Caesar was very ambitious. He always he was a general and a statesman. Then after defeating Pompey, he challenged the leadership, and then he took control over Rome. And he also some senators were afraid that his growing ambition, like Caesar always wanted more power, could like possibly overturn the Senate, which was a council of the aristocrats. So they feared for their position in the society.
Okay. Clear?
Yes, ma'am. And that is why Caesar killed. No.
That's why they killed him. Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, clear
Caesar
everyone?
killed. Yes, ma'am.
Now the Act 3 begins. Act 3, it is scene 2. Okay, so you know what is the story till Act 2, right? Have you understood what happened till here?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay,
Yes,
now
ma'am.
we will start with Act 3 and scene 2. In this, who are the characters in Act 3?
Mark Antony
And the citizens. Okay, now we have Mark Antony and the citizens. Let's see, who would like to become the first citizen?
Ma'am, I can.
Ma'am, I would like
Okay,
to
who
become the Antony.
How very smart. That was Aditya, right?
Yes,
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, fine. We will have different students for this particular act. All right. First citizen, come on, start.
Okay, yes, ma'am. Stay, go, and let us hear Mark Antony. Ma'am, third citizen.
Third citizen. Yes.
Ma'am, can I be third citizen?
Yes, yes, go ahead. Yes, Arpan.
Let him go up into the public chair. We'll hear him, noble Antony. Go up.
For
And-
Brutus' sake, I am beholding to you.
Goes into narrator. Nobody wants to be a narrator.
Ma'am, I want to become
Okay.
the fourth citizen.
Okay. Goes into the pulpit. Fourth citizen.
What does he say of Brutus?
He says for Brutus' sake, he finds himself beholding to us all.
They were best. Ma'am, what is Steve?
Were.
It is they were.
They
This is
were
old
best. No harm of Brutus here.
This Caesar was a tyrant.
Nay, that's certain. We are the blessed of Rome is rid of him.
Wow, Arpan, very nice. Next.
Second citizen, ma'am. Nobody is the second citizen.
Yes, ma'am.
Nobody. Come on, take up second citizen.
Ma'am, Priyanshu can be. He's left hanging.
Yes, Priyanshu, second citizen.
Please, let us hear what Antony can say.
You gentle Romans, citizens, peace, hope, let us hear him. Friends, Romans, countrymen, lend me your ears. I come to bury Caesar, not to praise him. The evil that men do lives after them. The good is oft interred with their bones. So let it be with Caesar. The noble Brutus hath told you Caesar was ambitious. If it were so, it was a grievous fault, and grievously hath Caesar answered it. Here, under leave of Brutus and the rest, for Brutus is an honorable man. So are they all honorable men. I come to speak in Caesar's funeral. He was my friend, faithful and just to me. But Brutus says he was ambitious, and Brutus is an honorable man. He hath brought many captives home to Rome, those whose ransoms did the general coffers fill. Did this in Caesar seem ambitious, when that the poor have cried, Caesar hath wept? Ambition should be made of sterner stuff. Yet Brutus says he was ambitious, and Brutus is an honorable man. You all did see that on the Lupercal I thrice presented him a kingly crown, which he did thrice refuse. Was the ambition? Yet
Was this
Brutus-
ambition?
was this ambition? Yet Brutus says he was ambitious. And sure, he is an honorable man. I speak not to disprove what Brutus spoke, but here I am to speak what I do know. You all did.
Love him once, not without cause. What cause withholds you then to mourn for him? O judgment, thou art fled to brutish
Thou
peace.
art, it's thou art.
Yeah. Thou art fled to brutish beasts, and men have lost their reason. Bear with me. My heart is in the coffin there with Caesar, and I must pause till it come back to me.
Yes, yes. Okay, so what is the conversation till here? Let us just revise before we go on with the further conversation. What did the first citizen, second citizen, and third citizen say, and what is Caesar talking to them? What he is conveying to them? Who will tell me?
So ma'am, first citizen and second citizen, first they are all eager to listen to what Antony is saying, and then
Yes. Sorry,
uh,
Mark Anthony.
yes.
Hmm.
So everyone is eager to listen what Antony says. And then when Antony starts giving his speech, he tells that though his friend Caesar was his very dear friend, he was very faithful, but he liked Rome. I mean, for him Rome was much important, and Caesar was very ambitious in all the stuff. Like, and there is this Brutus who says that Caesar was ambitious, and he knows that Brutus is an honorable man. But then there is one line in which it is stated that whenever the people of his kingdom cried, Caesar also wept. Like he also cried with them. He could not see them crying. And that Antony believed that the ruler should be more little stiffer, or should not just weep out or cry.
Correct.
But still, Brutus says that this Caesar was very ambitious, and Antony knows that Brutus is an honorable man. So that line is coming again and again, that Brutus is
Coming again and again. Okay, so this was all about Mark Antony's speech. Yes, this is the speech he was giving to the citizens, and the citizens were listening to him. What was the opinion of the citizen now? Somebody else? Anybody would like to tell me? Come on.
Ma'am, the citizen's opinion was that
Caesar was a tyrant.
yes, ma'am.
Okay. I'll just check if.
According to Brutus.
Yes, Vivan, you were not audible.
Ma'am, I was saying that, ma'am, he was ambitious according to Brutus.
Yes, according to him, he was very ambitious. Correct.
And
now,
the opinion of the first citizen was that Caesar is a tyrant. He thought that Caesar was not so ambitious. He was like a tyrant in all of the kingdom of everybody.
Correct. According to his opinion was completely different according what Mark Antony said, right?
Yes.
Romans, countrymen, lend me your ears. I come to bury Caesar, not to praise him. The evil that men do lives after them. The good is oft interred with their bones. So let it be with Caesar. The noble Brutus have told you Caesar was ambitious. If it were so, it was a grievous fault, and grievously hath Caesar answered it. Here, under leave of Brutus and the rest, for Brutus is an honourable man. So are they all honourable men. Come I to speak in Caesar's funeral. He was my friend, faithful and just to me. But Brutus says he was ambitious, and Brutus is an honourable man. He hath brought many captives home to Rome, whose ransoms did the general coffers fill. Did this in Caesar seem ambitious? When that the poor have cried, Caesar hath wept. Ambition should be made of sterner stuff. But Brutus says he was ambitious, and Brutus is an honourable man. You all did see that on the Lupercal, I thrice presented him a kingly crown, which he did thrice refuse. Was this ambition? Yet Brutus says he was ambitious, and sure he is an honourable man. I speak not to disprove what Brutus spoke, but here I am to speak what I do know. You all did love him once, not without cause. What cause withholds you then to mourn for him? Oh, judgment, thou art fled to brutish beasts, and men have lost their reason!
It was a nice video.
It is? You all liked it?
Yes,
Yes, ma'am.
I
Understood. Basically, my main intention of showing you this video was, did you understand?
yes,
The same.
ma'am.
You could all recreate the same which we had just read it, right?